York, big city of dreams. New York, big city of dreams.
What's going on? This is Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show. Here giving you that Knicks talk just in the nick of time. And you guys know what time it is. It's time to hit the gunshots because the Knicks come from behind and beat the Boston Celtics 108-105 in New York with a shocker buzzer beater by your boy Barrett, who didn't have a great game but gives you good minutes despite a missed free throw at the end of the game. But I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the leading scorer of the night, the Scorcher, the Scourge from the Magic, who turned all-star all of a sudden when he places the Celtics, Evan Fournier. Gunshots for Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier gives you a career high on the day, gives you 41 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists to finish off the Celtics. Next to having line is Randle with 22 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Emmanuel Quickley with 16 points, 3 assists. Barrett with 13 points, 6 assists. Tatum, we escaped the Tatum 36 points, Dennis Schroeder 20 points, and a barrage of threes from these Celtics, but it didn't matter because these New York Knicks, they showed the grit. They came out with purpose finally, despite their slow start, and they defeat the Boston Celtics in a thriller. Man. Man, I could not believe my eyes today, man. The Knicks beat the Celtics. Crazy game, 108-105. No Raw, man. No Raw today. No Ryan G today. It's just your boy Jay Ellis holding down for the KOT show. Talking about this crazy game, Knicks versus Celtics, Knicks thriller. Evan Fournier giving you 41 points. And it took a lot. It took a whole lot. The Knicks didn't lead. They didn't even take their first lead of the game until 44 seconds until in the fourth quarter with a Quickley floater. All of a sudden, out of timeout, Barrett, he goes to the free throw line, hits 1 of 2 free throws. Randle does the same, hits 1 of 2 free throws, leaves the door open for a Jason Tatum upset who does what he does. He gets to his spot. He gets to the mid-range and ties the game at, I believe, 105 with a mid-range dagger, leaving precious seconds left for the Knicks to respond. But man, there was a pivotal point in this game that was extremely important. And the pivotal point was Alec Burks inbounding the ball to Julius Randle, almost getting the 5-second count, almost getting that timeout, but deciding to throw the ball to Randle, who then gets fouled, saving that last timeout for the final play of the fourth quarter, which happens to be the play that saved this game, with Barrett getting the ball, dribbling right against his strong hand and hitting a three-pointer to beat the Boston Celtics 108-105. What in the world? Crazy game. And we're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about it all. As usual, the phone lines are open. If you want to call and you want to talk Knicks basketball with your boy Jay Ellis of the KOT show, you already know what to do. 319-527-6241. I had to rock the Maple Mamba shirt today. I had to rock the Bodman shirt today because RJ Barrett, man, shoot, I was pissed at him the whole game, but man, Man, did he pull through? And we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. But first and foremost, I'm gonna start off by talking about the man of the hour. The man of the hour, Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier. Woo! Evan Fournier is averaging over 30 points a game and 5 rebounds when he's playing against these Celtics. And it's averaging 12 points when he's not. Even these last 5 games, shout out to Tommy Bear who gave us this stat on Twitter. Knicks are allowed 111.7 points per 100 possessions over NY's last 5 games with Fournier on the floor. And when he's off the floor, our defense is predominantly better at 96 points per 100 possessions over New York's last 5 games. And if you guys have been watching Evan Fournier, this has been a trend. This has been a trend all season that Evan Fournier's defense has not lived up to what we would like it to be. But today was a good day to be Evan Fournier, because Evan Fournier brought the pain today and gave you 41 points on the night, 8 rebounds, and bomb after bomb from the 3-point line, man. I can't, and I joked about this on Twitter. If Evan Fournier played every team like he played the Boston Celtics, I'd max that man. I'd max that man so quick. Make your head spin. I'd be like, oh, we need money to re-sign Mitchell Robinson. I'm sorry, Mitch. We need to reserve all those funds for Evan Fournier, because Evan Fournier is a different player when we play the Boston Celtics. And it's kind of annoying a little bit, because you figure if he can do this against the Celtics every game, how come he cannot do it against other teams? And I digress, but it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing with Evan Fournier. And we talk to death about what makes Evan Fournier and why he plays better in certain games and not others. And today you saw glimpses of how we can get Evan Fournier going, right? We saw glimpses of that, but also we also have to just consider the fact that he's just playing the Celtics, and that's what happens. And what did we see that we usually want to see from Evan Fournier to get him going? We saw him involved in the offense a little bit early. We saw him actually ball handling a little bit. We actually saw him going to the basket a little bit. And we saw him mixing up his game. But as much as we even saw him mixing up his game, I'm not even going to allow myself to say, oh, this is the Evan Fournier we saw because he mixed up his game. No, it's too easy. That's way too easy. Evan Fournier just decides to show up when Evan Fournier wants to show up. And that's exactly what he did today. From the jump, it just seems like, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to get stats together as I'm talking to you guys. From the jump, it just seems like Evan Fournier was hitting shots. I think he scored 12 points in that first quarter alone. And it's like, without him scoring those 12 points, I don't know where these Knicks would be, because Barrett and Julius Randle, the guys who scored 62 points the game before, yeah, those guys, they didn't show up. Not only that, our team defense was horrible. And I don't know if the Knicks really understood how important this game really was, because it seemed like the Celtics came into this game knowing this is a game they needed to win. Because these guys were like, we're neck in the standings. We playing these guys 2 games in a row. And the Celtics played last night, lost a tough one last night, came in this first quarter with urgency. And the Knicks didn't. First play of the game, Knicks gets back screened by RJ's man. RJ doesn't call it out to Mitch. Mitch gets blindsided. Layup Williams. Randle doesn't see the layup coming either. He doesn't heave the help. Poor defense by the Knicks. Second play, RJ gets backdoored. Pause. Layup on RJ's man again. Third play. Kudos to Tatum. We had the awareness to see that the Knicks were helping at all plays. Whenever you already see Julius Randle talks about the help man, that nail, the guy who kind of in that help position at the foul line. Whenever a Knicks player creeps onto that foul line position, Tatum, he moved that board immediately, and they were able to get open three after open three, whether it was Brown, whether it was Marcus Smart, or I think Richardson at some point in the game. And the Knicks really could not keep up. It was really Evan Fournier's game that really saved us. Hitting falling away threes, going to the baskets, floaters, things of that nature. And it really became apparent that we needed one of our guys to really step up for us to win this game. And this is why I'm happy. I'm a big up Julius Randle, man. I'm giving up the gunshots to Randle. I'm giving the gunshots to Randle, man. I'm giving the gunshots to Randle because for the second game in a row, Randle, he showed up. And when Randle showed up, he didn't show up in his typical Randle form where he's like, oh, Randle had a fantastic game. Randle had 22 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Didn't shoot well from 3. 2 of 8 from 3 from Randle. Didn't shoot that well from the field. 8 of 20 from the field at 40%, right? But what I liked that I saw from Randle is even though we got off to a slow start, when his number was called for the moment, and when it was time to push back and fight back, Randle was out of his own head, and he was, again, making quick, decisive decisions. He was starting to go to the hole. The first shot he missed was an air ball from, I think, the top of the key, and the second one was almost an air ball that grazed the rim at the corner, right?
Bruh.
Crazy, bad shot from Randle. But it seemed like from then on, the coach calls timeout. Randle starts to do what? Attack the basket. Attack the basket, attack the basket, attack the basket. To the point where he starts rolling, he just starts going ape. He starts attacking the basket. He starts hitting mid-range shots. And even in the third quarter, the game apart where the Knicks made a run, the Celtics made a run, and then Randle starts to push back. He starts to push back, attacks the basket, and starts to let out a primal scream and gets the MSG faithful on his side. Randle getting the MSG faithful on his side. And this is the thing that Randle has to figure out to get the MSG faithful on this side. Randle, let me tell you a secret. And me and my boys joked about this when we was in college. There's a few things that New Yorkers love. They love hustle and defense, and they love emotion. When you start making these plays, these and one plays, going to the basket, going to the foul line, hustle rebounds, because there was one play, the one play that really did it was he grabbed the rebound, I think, over Williams and scored like an and one and screamed. New Yorkers love that. New Yorkers love a good, hard rebound, score in your face, and then a primal scream. Every time, we're going to get you on your side. The Garden stood up. And they were on Randle's side. And the team was, at that point, the Garden was with you. The team was with you. And we was all on board for this win. We was all on board. We was like, we don't care. We're fighting back. And this is when we're talking about leadership posture. We talk about leadership posture this entire season. When things get down, when things get rough, who's stepping up to the plate? Who's going to be the emotional leader? Because a lot of times we do get caught up with the X's and O's of things. And of course, the X's and O's of things absolutely matter when you're talking about NBA execution and wins and losses and how you're gonna perform when it's time to perform in this game. But a lot of the times, sometimes the X and O's don't even matter. It does matter, but it doesn't. Sometimes what carries you over the hump is the effort, the energy, the boost, the I got you, the high five to your man, that you can do it. These are the intangibles of the game that can carry over to a win. And that's a lot of the reason why the Knicks won this game today. Now, granted, Tom Thibodeau, he made some great plays and some great decisions down the stretch. I love the decision to play Quickley over Burks in some pivotal moments. I love the decision to put RJ in pick and roll with Mitch, despite RJ having a tough night. But you really need to have these pivotal energy plays to bring you over to these higher moments. And Randle gave you the energy today, played great defense after the kind of lethargic start, and really gave us that leadership posture we needed, didn't force things. And also an amazing stat of the night for Julius Randle. You're not going to believe this. 22 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and wait for it, 0 turnovers for Julius Randle. 0 donut, goose egg turnovers for Julius Randle. Now tell me you not proud when you see 0 turnover from Julius Randle. Come on now. I got plenty else to say about. There's a lot else to talk about this game. I want to talk about the ins and outs of RJ Barrett's game. I want to talk about some other things from Quickley and Burks and all that other stuff. But man, big win from these Knicks tonight. With the team playing the way the team has been playing, with the Knicks playing the next 10 games at home, and we need to run off some of these wins. These are the type of games that we need. And you can book a Knicks Celtics game. Is always going to be gunfire, gunshots in the air, explosions. It's always going to be a thriller and vanilla with these Knicks versus Celtics, and we did not disappoint tonight. Shout out to these wins who showed that grit, that New York grit, and some good shooting and a little bit of luck too. But at the end of the day, some energy to beat these Celtics, man. You know what? I see my guy Ryan G's in the building. I see some other callers in the queue. First caller up, though, I'm bringing Ryan G, my guy Ryan G, in the chat because I know he couldn't be here tonight because he's away. But Ryan G, man, I pass you through. Let us know, man, what you think about today's game. I'm giving you the floor, sir.
Yo, Ryan G in the building.
Ryan G in the building.
Show tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry I couldn't be on the show tonight because I'm away on business for a day. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. But yeah, man, I was able to catch the game, and tonight, like, I know Fournier had the crazy game, and by the way, Fournier, I'm about to put a clause in his contract. He can only play against the Celtics. That's the only team he's allowed to play against. Because it seems like every time this dude goes up against the Celtics, he just goes off. I don't know what it is, but he just goes off every time he goes against the Celtics. But even though Fournier had that crazy game, my play of the game tonight was Julius Randle for one reason.
What was that?
The energy this dude showed, the passion he showed. I cannot remember the last time I've seen Julius Randle show that kind of passion.
Me neither.
When he's on the court. And I feel like it was his passion that got the Knicks back into the game because Julius Randle is seen as the leader on this team. And when you see a leader get hyped like that, and so that type of passion, that type of energy, that becomes contagious. That spreads throughout the team.
Facts.
And that's what helped the Knicks to get back into this game and cut that 25-point deficit and get the win. So my player of the game, because I know Julius Randle gets a lot of criticism, and it's deserved based on the way he's played this season. But tonight he's my player of the game because I feel like it was his passion that willed the Knicks. And, of course, Quickley had a great game also from the point guard position. And everybody just played with a lot of passion. I think tonight was like one of the few nights where, because Fournier had a stretch when he wasn't scoring, but the Knicks were still getting back into the game. And I'm like, I can't remember the last time I've seen that, where Fournier was actually helping without scoring the ball. And but this is what kills me about the Knicks, though. It's a consistency, because I feel like if the Knicks was getting this type of passion from Julius Randle consistently, if they were getting this type of scoring from Fournier consistently, even though I know this is a breakout game, Fournier is not going to drop 41 every game, but at least if he can give you at least 16, 17, 18 a night, and if these guys would just play consistent,
right,
the Knicks would be in a better position. The Knicks would have a much better record than they have at the moment. That's my only thing with this team. It's the consistency. They need to find some way to become consistent and show the same passion, the same energy every night.
Absolutely. And here's my thing. Two things I want to say. One, this 2-game absence from Randle when he was in COVID protocol and couldn't play. I'm looking at this like the Kemba Walker benching to me. I'm looking at this in the same light. And when I say that, I mean this. This might be one of those blessing in disguise things where he kind of sat away from the game, got to reset his mind and his body, but more so his mind, and get checked back in mentally. Because we've seen, like Ryan G has said, he has not been checked into the game for a long time. We've only seen him show, like you said, this is the first time I've seen him show emotion maybe all season. Yeah. All season. I seen him maybe crack a smile on Christmas, and that's maybe because he knew he was coming home to some chicken or something like that. Because I heard he was cooking mac and cheese and stuff, so he was hungry. So I felt like he was thinking about his kids and Christmas and Santa and all that stuff. But today I actually saw some real energy from it, and like you said, we need that. And maybe the Knicks needed that little couple of game reset from Randle to bring him back into the fold mentally, because you start to see, he's not thinking anymore. He's not overthinking anymore. Like, he was like, okay, look, the game is on the line. What am I going to do? Oh, the shot is open. I'm taking the shots. I'm driving to the hole left hard every time I need to. I'm getting rebounds. I'm screaming people's ear. I'm pointing to the screen. I'm screaming this is what we need, man. This is what we paid you for, man. This is why you came here, man. This is why we wanted you here, sir. All the energy you came today with that, keep that same energy. That's the energy we want, not what we saw 3 games ago. This is the energy we want moving forward.
Exactly, man. I'm just hoping that, like you said, because we've been suggesting it even before he went into health and safety protocols, that maybe he needs to step away for a few games to see if he can get his mind right. And it seems like it definitely did something, because the Julius Randle we're seeing once he came back from that is a different Julius Randle than what we've seen all season.
Yep, absolutely, man. Yo, I'm trying to. Do you have anything else to say? I also want to talk about. I'm not sure if you could do a 3-caller thing, because I'm not sure what your time is, Ryan, or not. But I'm not sure if you can do a 3-caller setup here too. Like, if you can do 3 callers at the same time, let me know if you can do that, Fritz. If you have time, Ryan, because I'm not sure what you have plans out there.
Yeah, I got time tonight to stay on for a bit.
Okay, okay, cool. So we might actually be able to have Ryan here all long term. Fritz, are you able to keep Ryan on the phones so you can kind of be on the show, but also pat somebody else in at the same time, Fritz? I think you might be able to do that. And if we can, we can plug Big Reaper in next, or just let me know in the chat. But what up? Hold on, Big Reaper. Before I introduce you, Gunshots, $10 super chat from my man Ronnie Sanders says Evan played well. Hold on. He says Evan played well. How? Screens, actual screens plays for him. 5 out stagger off ball for him. Good team effort and support, but involve him in the offense. We need more creativity in the offense overall. I completely agree. But sometimes it doesn't matter how creative you are if you can just flat out hit shots in people's eye. I mean, he got going early, but at the end of the day, some of those shots, half of those shots was falling out of bounds with two people draped over him. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous.
For real.
Like he was missing wide open ones the game before. Wide, like no one within 500 feet from him. But I digress. Shout out to Big Reaper, man. Let us know what you want to talk about, sir.
Hey, thank you guys for taking my call. You know, it's first good team or solid team we've beaten like in over a month. You know, like we've been basically dragging the basement a little bit. So, but you know, so I'm really happy they won this game. You know, it's really crazy. They really kind of like, you know, pulled this through, and it was all about effort, like you said, especially like second half of the third quarter and the fourth quarter and all the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
They really just hustled and pulled this out. Because if you look at the stats, actually the Celtics shot better than the Knicks did. Celtics shot 47.5%, almost 48%. The Knicks shot 44%. And so just like the difference, we had like one more three-pointer, and we hit less free throws. But it was really about the turnovers. I think it was the turnovers and and a few extra offensive rebounds that kind of put us over the edge. You know, so we probably had more possessions than they did. So I like it. So it's a great win. They were able to hustle and bring pull it out in the end. Yeah, I did not. You know, I guess I should have seen it coming from Fournier because he had like no points, and then he was playing the Celtics today. So
I saw it coming. I didn't see 41 coming.
Yeah,
but I wish I tweeted on Twitter. I wish someone tweeted on Twitter that if I had to bet money, I'd bet that Evan Fournier would show up today because he's averaging 30 points against the Celtics. So I just knew he was gonna play well today because every game we said the same thing. Like, oh, like he's playing defense. He's playing like it's every single time. So I'm surprised that he went off for a career high. Yes.
Same here.
Yeah.
You know, the other thing that really surprised me was just in the fourth quarter, like, you know, when they actually buckled down on the defensive end, the fact that you have Fournier, Burks for stretches out there, and the perimeter defense was still okay. You know? So I was very surprised by that. So kudos to both of them. Honestly, I think it's because it's Marcus Smart out there. You know, he's not like, you know, he's not going to gash you and kill you, and like he's not going to have a ton of paint touches. You know, and like really attack the basket. So we're fortunate because of that. But you know, honestly, they did a good job. You know, they did what they had to do, and this is a very good team. You know, well, not a very good team, but it's a pretty solid team that they beat. You know, so it was really good.
Man, I don't even buy that, man, because I don't buy that. Oh, it's just Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart has torched us every game, sir. Every game, and even every like, and not even saying torch. I'm not even say like drop 50. Like sometimes what he'll do is he won't score all game, and then I think we'll like double off of him, and then he'll hit like a dagger 3. Like it's always
like he was doing today. Yeah,
like it's like you set your time to that as well. So even Evan Fournier or Marcus Smart is not like it's cool. No, because I seen Evan Fournier just sell on the rotations or on the effort when it comes to shooters or just selling in general. But like you said, though, our defense was okay, and we had Evan Fournier and Alec Burks out there, which is amazing, but maddening at the same damn time.
Yeah,
it's like why today? Like I know why today from Evan, but why not tomorrow?
Well, we played the Celtics in that game, so hopefully we might see the same effort. But, you know, hopefully better defensive effort in terms of actually denying, you know, basically, so at least they shoot a worse percentage.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hopefully if they give the same effort, hopefully we should come away with a win, you know. I mean, they're making progress, which is good. And like today, like Tibbs only had like a 9-man rotation, and then Quentin Grimes and Obi had like less than 10 minutes.
Right.
And so it was like, you know, so I'm wondering, I don't know, this might be it for the rest of the season. This might be the lineup here. Come hella high water. So
yeah. And the thing about it is too, today I think might be the first day where I feel like guys were nervous that Obi was in the game.
Yeah.
Like Obi came back in the game in the fourth after Randle did his primal scream and yell after the and one put back, and everybody was like, "Oh crap! Like don't lose the lead, don't lose the lead, don't blow it. Like we're almost there."
Yeah.
And I mean, to our credit, I think what Taj hits a foul line jumper to keep it close. Evan Fournier keeps going on a run, and I think Alec Burks, 3 points but 7 assists. Probably 6 of those were to Fournier, probably. And we were able to stay in the game. So, woof.
Yeah, it was really huge. And you hit all of it nail in the head. You know, it's like I don't want to repeat the same things and what you and Ryan said, but I really was impressed. Like Julius had a terrible start to the game, but it was like towards the end of the second quarter, he just like woke up and picked it up. And obviously, Evan Fournier had a hell of a game. At the end of the game, though, when I saw when R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle was going to the line, I swear, like I had some bourbon left in my bottle. It wasn't a ton. I had to empty the whole glass because I knew it was going to be a rough night. It was like, oh my God, these two guys are going to the line. And of course, they did what I thought they were going to do. Luckily, I was happy actually Julius had at least won.
Right.
You know,
to make it
honestly. Yeah. And RJ, I knew RJ was going to make only one because RJ is like, I feel like he just goes to the line and just throws up the shot instead of taking his time. And it just, so I feel like that's just what he does sometimes. He just goes to the line and he shoots. He doesn't even like really breathe or gather himself. He'll just go to the line and shoots. And then he gets upset because if you notice, RJ always, most of the time, he misses the first one.
Right.
And then he kind of like, gathers himself and then like smacks himself a little bit and then makes the second one. So, but, I'm glad he was able to pull it out with that 3-pointer in the end. But, they made me empty out a whole bottle of bourbon. So, a great win. Thank you guys for taking my call.
All right, absolutely, man. Shout out to my guy Reaper.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Also, I want to send an apology letter out to my neighbors because they might have thought somebody was being tortured because of all the screaming and yelling I was doing in here. But no, I was excited because the Knicks beat the Celtics once again in a thriller win, 108-105. The buzzer beater by the Bodman Barrett, man. Shout out to man.
Yes, Oof. Sir.
Oof. RJ Barrett though, Ryan. Man, I have a lot to say about RJ Barrett this game. Well, not a lot to say, but a decent amount to say. What did you think about RJ's game? Because RJ's game was pretty interesting. He finished the game with 13 points, 6 assists. 3 rebounds. Didn't really shoot well though.
Yeah, he didn't have a good game offensively, and there were a few plays where I felt like because lately he's been driving to the basket and finishing at the rim, but tonight he had trouble with Robert Williams in the middle for the Celtics because I think he got a shot blocked by Williams once, and then Williams intimidated him on a couple of other shots as well. So he was definitely struggling on the offensive end, but I felt like he was still in the game. Like, he was still performing well defensively. It's hard to stop Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Those dudes are just, they're all-stars. They're beasts. So, those guys are going to score on you. But I felt like he played with good energy throughout the game. And of course, he got the game-winning shot, which, pretty much made up for the rest of his game offensively. So, despite the fact he didn't have a good game offensively, I still felt like he was engaged defensively throughout the game.
Yeah, that game-winning shot kind of sums up what RJ Barrett is. Even the way the shot went in, right? It's not like a squish off the net, clean. It's 1 foot falling this way, hits the backboard. Did he call glass? I don't know. It wasn't pretty, but it worked. Type of game. And that was RJ in a nutshell. Like, but a lot of
For real.
RJ today was like RJ not working. I feel like the Celtics definitely watched the film on RJ over the last few games. And shout out to repping old school since the 999 super chat. I see you. It's helping us out. It's definitely helping.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. But RJ, right? I feel like they definitely saw RJ's recent games, and they kind of figured like, okay, RJ is taken to the basket, and that's it. The beauty of RJ game is he's relentless and doesn't give up, and the downfall sometimes of RJ's game is he's relentless and doesn't give up, right? Like, and being relentless sometimes you can be relentless, but you can also switch up your approach. And I think that's what was missing with RJ's game today. Like, okay, cool. You want to drive to the basket. Cool. What about that mid-range kind of floating game? What about lobbing it to Mitch more? Because I do feel like a lot of the times when he went to the basket, there was pretty much two men on him. And sometimes when that happens, Mitch is open. And he's usually been able to hit Mitch with a little lob or something. But today, he didn't really do that a lot. He found Mitch for a mismatch one time. And then, I'm giving the coach credit here. Shout out to Tom Thibodeau. Because of the pivotal part of the game, you call a timeout. Everybody's probably thinking Evan Fournier's getting the ball. He gives RJ the ball and go pick and rolls to Mitch. And the coach is probably seeing what I'm seeing. RJ going to the basket trying to finish over two people. And the coach is probably saying, well, this opportunity is to lob it to Mitch. So let's call the play to lob it to Mitch. And that's exactly what happened. Mitch Rob got the Mitch lob and it scores the 2 points. So I do feel like, yes, RJ, yes, be aggressive, be that attack man, but also figure out what's working and what's not. Change your approach sometime. We talked about the mid-range game sometime. We talked about, a little floater, but also you got one of the best finishers in the game out here, Mitchell Robinson. Throw that lob up there for Mitch and try to get him involved if you go into the hole and you don't see those angles, man. So he's gotten better at having tunnel vision, going to the hole all the time. But now today it seems he's regressed a little bit. But the game winning three, that fearlessness that we need from him is what showed, and that's kind of what helped us beat these Celtics overall. And RJ didn't have the perfect offensive game, but tried on defense and hit the shot when it mattered, and erased that mistake of missing that last free throw.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Most definitely.
Okay, cool. All right, so next caller up. Shout out to my guy. I think I missed who we got. We got Stan. No whack. Next caller up. Stan, let us know what you want to talk about, sir.
Well, how you doing, Ryan and Jay Ellis, first of all?
Mm-hmm.
And
Hey, man.
what I don't want to do is what I did last time I was on. Your broadcast went on for 1 hour and 31 minutes, and I took 20 minutes of it.
We're gonna regulate. We're gonna do better. We're gonna do better this time.
Yeah.
We still love you. We still love you, though.
And I love you too, Jay. And it's a good thing you're 50 miles away from me. Well, never mind. No, seriously, straight as an arrow.
I know you're joking.
Yeah, I mean, straight as a 2x4 after it's been in a bathtub. Anyway, I'll let you guys talk about Mitch and RJ and that French guy, whatever his name is, and Julius. The Knicks are very lucky because they have their starting point guard and their backup point guard for the next 5 years on this squad right now. That's what I was watching. Quickley is definitely a starting point guard. That team, he ran that team like a pro. And when it got tough inside, they threw it back out to Quick, and along comes a three and swish.
Yeah.
And even though Deuce was on the bench, we know what the man can do. And if you want to take it one step further, your starting backcourt is set. If you put RJ at the 2, and let's take it one step even more, your backup 2 guard and Grimes is even set.
Yeah.
And that's what I want you guys to talk about. And I'm just going to say goodbye and thanks for, having me on. And next time I'll be on for 25 minutes.
Gotcha.
Well, to make up for the shortness of this one, I mean.
I got you. You got to balance it out.
Well, Fritz said he's gonna. I mean, I heard you yelling 50 miles away, and I thought that was Fritz. No, Nowak's gonna call, and it's gonna be 20 minutes. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be painful. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
No, hey, you guys take care. Great game, and I love the show.
All right, salute to you. Salute to my guy.
All right, bye-bye.
Salute to my guy, man. Salute to my guy, Nowak. If you ever knows where I live, I might need security, Ryan. So stay close, all right?
All right, man. I'll keep an eye out.
All right. But back to Quickley. Big statement saying Quickley is the point guard of the future here. And I'll say this about Quickley. I was very pleased with Quickley's minutes. He didn't have let's see. Like he had one of those games where it was quiet but not quiet. He ran the team well. He scored 50% from the field. And you gave us today a different dimension than what Alec Burks usually gives us, right? Because when Alec Burks runs his team, and I bless Tom, I know he loves him, and Alec Burks, during that Toronto game, he flashed his importance when he came off the bench. But this team is painfully slow-paced.
Yup.
When he's the point guard. And not only that, it's like the speed of Emmanuel Quickley in general puts a lot of pressure on the team, and depending on the game you're looking at is like, okay, this guy's a point guard, or like, oh, this guy's not ready. Like you will flip flop from game to game watching Quickley the way he plays. Today was one of those games where I felt like he played a really controlled, heady game where he gave you 16 points on the night, 3 assists. But what I like most about Quickley in general, I keep saying, is that his ability to attack and to attack mismatches. Like, to me, what makes a player valuable, especially all-star players, superstar players, is when there's another guy on you, are you able to take advantage of your matchup? And that's something that sometimes RJ struggles with sometimes, right? But Quickley, when Quickley has a big man on him, it's barbecue chicken. Like he's cooking that goose. It doesn't matter. Like he's going across him, he's going to the lane, and he's gonna go to the lane floater, go hit the paint kick out, or relocate for a 3. So I mean, and I think he really helped kind of steady the game when Alec Burks was out, and I was low-key tired of. I mean, Alec Burks had 7 assists, but I mean, Alec Burks missed a bunch of little floaters and stuff tonight. So, good, really nice game, really steady game by Quickley. Not a super loud game, but a loud enough game to impact this team.
Yeah, man, most definitely. And like I said, that's really my only beef with Burks at the point guard, just the fact that he's not a natural point guard, and it shows because, when he's at the point guard, and Knicks definitely play very slow, and I feel like for the Knicks, because the Knicks to me don't have an efficient half-court offense.
Right.
So to play somebody slow, so to play somebody like Burks at point guard where that slows down the pace, I think that hurts the Knicks on the offensive end, and I would rather go at a point guard that actually speeds up the pace like Quickley. Now, why Thibs won't give Quickley a chance to start at point guard to see how games go. That's another topic for another day. It might be because Thibs just trusts Quickley against second tier point guards as opposed to the starters. But it's clear that when Quickley's in the game with this team, the team does run faster and more efficient, in my opinion. And I feel like, especially a team that struggles in offensive sets like the Knicks to actually get good shots,
Mm-hmm.
you need a point guard to speed up the pace that's going to get easy baskets for the team. So, and like you said, Quickley definitely played a good game today. Yeah, throughout the season, he does give you some games where you see him at point guard and you're like, oh, wow, Quickley, yeah, we should start this guy at point guard ASAP. And then there's other games where you're like,
Yeah.
I don't know yet. But overall, like, especially with Rose out, I'm like, why not start Quickley at point guard at this point? Because at least he's going to speed up the pace and get the Knicks easier shots as opposed to going with Burks, who's going to, slow down the pace, and then the Knicks have to go into their dreadful half-court offensive sets, which are just terrible to watch at times.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. And listen, man, if I don't know if y'all watched my Derrick Rose breakdown of like what could happen. I told y'all nobody was wanting to listen to me. I was like, don't be surprised if Alec Burks is starting at point guard. Yeah, you crazy? Listen. and then we might get Kemba Walker back, because Kemba Walker, he doesn't have structural damage. I don't know if you heard the news about Kemba Walker's knee, but there's no structural damage. It's a sore knee. So what you might see is Kemba Walker start, play low minutes, and then him get subbed out quickly because he's on a minutes restriction, and we might see a lot more Quickley at point guard then, or Quickley or Alec Burks coming off the bench like he's used to, because Alec Burks is just so much better off the bench. I don't know what it is, but this game just kind of goes to another level. And McBride, man, after that Toronto game, I don't know. It's looking bleak for McBride, man. I don't know.
Yeah, especially knowing Thibs as a coach too. Thibs is not going to give you a chance if you don't show out. And McBride's last few games have not been too good. So, and then especially if Quickley's playing the way he's playing, and Thibs one of his big point guards in Burks. Yeah, it's looking unlikely for McBride to get more minutes unless point guards go down and Thibs have no choice.
Exactly, because the offense did look a little bit stagnant with McBride running it, and it looked a little bit smooth with Burks running it. And that I don't know how many minutes he played in that first quarter. It looked like it sealed his fate, man. It looked like it sealed his fate, because it looked like McBride was going to get a shot. If he ran away with it, you might have seen something else. But hopefully he gets another shot. We get to see a little bit more McBride there down the line. But as of now, Quickley is showing out. And another great game for Quickley, man. Really effective minutes. He gave us our first lead of the game with 44 seconds left in the fourth with a floater. I hit a lot of big shots, got a lot of paint touches, and he did his thing today. Shout out to these New York Knicks who beat these Boston Celtics today, 108-105. Next caller up, I think it's my boy Joe. Is this Joseph?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, what's going on, Joe?
What's up? Shout out to Jay Ellis, Ryan G, and Fritz. Now, I'm going to say this. Honestly, I missed most of the game, and I really came in the last 5 minutes because a lot's been going on. But I was so proud of the effort that I saw for them to just want to win.
Yeah.
And I got to give my hat off to them. I got to give my hat off to R.J. Barrett, who made the clutch three I'm sitting here and I'm watching, and I'm like, damn. I just got to give it up to them because, and the thing is, when I watch a lot of these games, and I see certain players like just go off and they lose, and in my mind I'm saying, does the rest of the team realize if you got a guy scoring 40-odd points or two guys scoring 30-odd points and another guy maybe 20 or 15 points, the guys that are scoring like 3 and 5 points, we just need you to give maybe a couple of more points extra, because sometimes we losing by the marginal where if some of them other guys that we know can do it would just give us those extra points.
I feel you.
And I'm going to say one more.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say one more thing. When I look at the stats, a lot of games, and I see the assist and the rebounds that the Knicks is pulling, it's like if the points would just match. That's all I can say.
Yeah. All right. I got you. Salute to you, Joe. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, thank you. Yo, keep doing what y'all doing. I just clicked on your website link, so I'm gonna see what merchandise you got.
Okay, all right. Listen, man. Speaking of merchandise, if you want to get the merch, you already know what to do, man. Go to nickoftimeshow.com. Right? And you just get the snapbacks, man. Got the black and white KOT snapbacks and the blue and orange KOT snapbacks, so you can watch the game in style while you repping your KOT show, all right? So you can do that.
Yes, sir.
That's my recommendation. That's just me. That's just me. But we also got t-shirts. We also got the Whose Man's Is This t-shirt. If you want that too as well. All right, cool. All right, but very simple, but very, very true point. If we have guys here who are scoring 41 points, and all we need is like another 10 to 13, we just need somebody else to step up at the correct time, and that's exactly what RJ did. He gave us 13 points and scored at the correct time and made the correct plays. So shout out to the Bodman Barrett.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bodman Barrett.
Gunshot for the Bodman. All right. All right. Next caller up. Let us know what your name is and where you from, sir.
Yeah. Fellas, good win. I said this in the chat earlier. The biggest point I want to make is everybody who the haters to say lucky shot, whatever they want to say. As a Knicks fan, I'm glad RJ took the shot, because what we've been noticing a lot this season has just been like the guys. It seems like I've always said from the shoulders up. Like even with Fournier, like I don't know, sometimes like they don't have that confidence, whatever, and that's what makes them really inconsistent. So hopefully Fournier could pick up off this momentum. I mean, I think so, because I feel like he's a bull seeing red whenever you see them green jerseys. So I feel like he's going to still have another good game. We played him again on Saturday, but it was just like everybody did. I'm in here screaming like I'm in the arena myself, just going crazy, because that was a game had me at the edge of my seat. I really was happy with everyone's game. The only thing was just definitely with RJ, man, just for him to just switch it up. He obviously it wasn't working him to keep going to the basket. Rob Williams was a beast in the paint, but hey, at the end of the day, he figured it out and got us that shot and got us the win. And Julius, like you already said earlier, gunshots with Julius. He played. He I don't know. It's like he was still sleeping in the first 2 minutes of the game in the first quarter, but he woke up. He can't play. Quick, look. Like I said, if Quick could keep playing this way, I will have all the confidence giving him the keys as the point guard. But again, he's really inconsistent. But we ain't here for none of that energy right now. All we here for is screaming, jumping out the window.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah,
we got that win.
We got that win, baby. Let's go.
Like I said, if we beat the Pacers, we beat the Celtics. We need to beat them again. We need to beat Miami. We need to beat Atlanta. Those are the teams that it is personal.
Facts.
Personal. I don't care if we lose 70 games in the season. As long as we get a W in those teams, I'm happy.
Facts. That's 3 wins for me. Mentally. You're not in action. That's 3 wins for me.
Exactly.
But hey, short and sweet. I know you guys got a lot of callers ready to let me just get off the line. Ryan G, salute. J. Ellis, salute. Salute
right.
Raw. Salute Fritz. Badman Barrett.
Let's go.
Yes.
I'm out. Barrett.
Let's go. I need to make that Bodman t-shirt next, yo. That has to come.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, man, salute. And for those who say, oh, that shot was luck. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ryan G. But wasn't the shot that Marcus Smart made luck when he banked a three? Like a few plays before that? Like, wasn't that, would you call that skill? Like, come on, son. Like, that was luck.
Definitely luck, but haters gonna hate though. Haters gonna hate.
I tell you what wasn't luck. That 41 points that Fournier dropped on that head wasn't luck. Taking that.
Yeah, at this point, every game they need to tell Fournier you facing the Celtics. Every game, like, yo, that's the Celtics. Don't pay attention. Like, yeah, it says that it's the Hawks, but it's actually the Celtics.
Yeah, I think there's like sport. I think there's like hypnotists that can like trick you into believing. I think we need like a sports hypnotist or something.
Yeah, that's what we need Fournier. Yeah.
Yes.
Everything that he faces, he has to pretend that it's the Celtics.
Exactly. Every day, every game. Hold up. Next caller up is the preacher. It's the other J. Other J in Knicks Nation. No, not J Ellis too. It's J Boogie on the phone. What's going on, J Boogie?
Yo, it's good.
Salute. 3 capital S's. First thing first, yo, hit them light buttons up. Please, hit them light buttons up. Help keep the lights on. You tapping, you keep making comments. Hit the like buttons. We need that, what I'm saying? Need that.
Yes.
Support these two guys doing what they do, They said this year we had some more weapons. Bring back the good version of the evil Nick Sheldon for the Armageddon. What that mean? I'm ready, Ward. Toting this heavy sword. Smooth like the beard with Evan Fournier. Yo, big shout out to my man Evan Fournier doing this thing, handling this bit. Come here, Leprechaun. I knock your whole helmet off tonight. I told you stop playing with me. Matter of fact, I Dirk Nowitzki you. I dropped 41 after the Dirk Nowitzki ceremony. Big time win. That's how you handle your business, you know what I'm saying? Go out there, don't play no games with them. Yeah, we came out a little sluggish, at the beginning of the game, but they were supposed to come out there on a high horse from coming off that L they took last night with San Antonio. But guess what? Second half come around, we're going to keep the gas push down on mass. Yeah, that's when Julius, the Black Messiah, he took over the game. That's when Quickley came in and we took over the game. That's when them jumpers by Evan was starting to rain. Yeah, the whole third quarter, you see Julius beating them up, bullying them up. Yeah, if we can't beat them up. And we knocked the physical tone completely out. They matter, you know what I'm saying? Right in front of the big fans.
Right.
Big time players was in there. Rod Strickland, everybody, Kenny Anderson, everybody in the game. That's how you handle your business and go up 2-1 on the season against them Leprechauns. Yeah, the dustpan came out tonight. So if you see the dustpan, that means come Saturday, I'm looking for the broom.
Sweet.
I'm looking for the sweep. I'm looking for the 3-1 victory for the whole season. I love what happened tonight. That's how you handle your business. And now, at the end of the game, we don't say a luck shot. We say basket, game time. It's good. Matter of fact, RJ, you my man. I love you to death, but you owe us some money because you hit that shot just in the nick of time before the show came on the thing. Yeah, nick of time, you know what I'm saying? But handle your business. That's how you do it, man. I love what happened, man. I've been saying we the fifth. That's the fifth best tandem in the East behind, you know what I'm saying, Kevin Durant, James Harden, the Greek, and Middleton. Behind DeRozan and Levine, behind Tatum and Brown. But guess what? We rised up in front of them. Get that tandem behind them. Now we the fourth best tandem in the East, man. A lot of things get ready to turn around. All of y'all that still stuck in 2021, we gone and left there from there. Right now, we in 2022. We 2-0. In other words, for the other haters that don't like, yeah, we 2-0 with Julius right back off the protocol. So everybody be easy. Before we cook, we got to get the ingredients. And the ingredients is happening right here, right now. And then we're going to start cooking. And when you start cooking the full course meals, you start handing out plates. And when you start handing clearing our plates, you start inviting people over for dinner. But when you come over, make sure you got that mask on, because that thing is still out there. It don't care who you are, what city, what state, what race, no nothing you from. Everybody, please continue on staying healthy and safe. God bless everybody. Happy 2022. God bless you. Stay healthy and safe. And fathers, I need you to love your kids, and mothers love your kids. Husbands love your wives, and wives love your husbands. Husbands, don't let nobody ever come inside your home. Protect that with your life. God bless you all.
Okay.
Gunshots. Jay Boogie does his thing. And then Jay Boogie hits you the free. Did you hear the freestyle? Son, did you hear the freestyle in the middle of the comp? Did you hear the freestyle?
I think so. It sounded like it. It sounded like it.
The fear, the Evan Barrett with the. Hold on, I'm about to hit a beat so I can freestyle real quick. You're not going. Oh, KOT. It be me. Let me stop. Wow. I'm dead. I'm playing. Hey, yo, shout out to Jay Boogie with the freestyle at the end.
Yo, I love the answer. Yo, I love it.
I'm on one today. I'm sorry, y'all. Take this mic away from me before I do something stupid. All right, next caller up. Next call. Is there a next caller up?
Oh, I think I'm just a last caller. This is Fritz.
Oh, this is Fritz?
All right.
Yeah. I'm the last caller. Hey, what's up? Yeah, man, this game, it was, you know what? When the Knicks were down 20, I said, man, we're going to lose this game. Because, man, I love this ball movement. But it's probably the best ball movement I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
In a long time. Even when we're down. So I'm not sure if early, if they were focusing on that ball movement, because, I mean, screens, cuts.
Yeah. Off
There
ball
was a lot
movement.
going on. There was a lot going on.
Yeah. And consistently and intensely.
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the only time we were doing, our one-on-one thing is basically when Julius had his matchup. It was like cleared side out. It was very intentional. It wasn't like we're going to do this every time down. It was like, hey, this is the play. And I really like what I saw today. So
yeah. Even that was quick and decisive too. Quick and decisive. Through a strong hand. A lot of times it was and ones. Man, great game from Julius.
Yeah. It was a great. Knicks been showing up on TV like this whole season. I know Knicks fans have been disappointed. And when it comes to on television, Knicks fans have been impressive. Knicks have been impressive on television this year.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's like when Mama, Mama gives you that talk before you leave the house, like that. Don't embarrass me in front of company now. I want y'all to be on y'all best behavior. I feel like every time Tom has that talk, and he's like, okay, we on T now, guys. So don't embarrass me in front of my friends. And they get it together in front of TV. Win, lose, or draw. They get it together. They make it a game. I think we're undefeated on national television right now.
Yeah.
Well, no, we're not undefeated.
And like you said earlier.
Won a majority, though.
We won a majority?
Yeah, I think we lost 1 or 2 on TV, but we definitely won the majority, though.
Well, we didn't have any letdowns. I'll say that.
Yeah, not any major letdowns, yeah.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, with that Julius and like the emotion, so he was showing early.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just, hey, I know when people talking about yelling to the crowd and stuff like that. It was like Julian was hitting the deck a lot today. Like he was hitting the deck. He was popping up. Let's go to the line. He wasn't. Not it was like he was snappy today. Like he was focused, and it was focused. Like Julian is usually he's slow, he's moping. Now let's go, and that's what I really liked about Julius today. But yeah, great win. I really didn't think they were gonna win it, but like that ball movement just amazed me. Like in the first half, I was like, why can't it be like this every game?
Oh, the Nets. Thanks, Greg.
Why can't it be like this every game?
Yeah, I forgot about the Nets game. I always try to forget about any loss to the Nets. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, yeah. So chat, please get that thumbs up. We're almost at 100. Yeah, looking forward to Saturday to see if we can keep this up. We're back in the play-in position, so
Yeah.
we got our way up.
Exactly. All right.
Yep.
Yo, thanks, Fritz. Thanks for the words. Thanks for the words.
Yes, sir.
All right. Like Fritz says, now this is gonna be another big game. The Knicks Celtics is on Saturday. Right now you're play in position at that 10th spot. I don't want to be there though. Don't want to be there. I would like to be in that. I would like to be in 6th. I would like to. Go ahead. I don't know what happened to Ryan, but
I'm here.
okay. I thought he was about to say something. Okay. Okay, well, I would like to be in 6th place, but the Cavs are pretty good, man. The Cavs are pretty good. So there might be a tall order. I know we can get 7th for sure. Depending on what happens with the Cavs, maybe we can try to get 6th or 5th. I don't know, but I see 7 more likely than anything. But you never know. Anything is possible if these guys start to turn the corner and start to get it. And we get some momentum going, then maybe who knows? This is the NBA. Anything is possible once things start to get figured out. For us to start to winning more games moving forward, though, more defined roles. This version of Julius Randle needs to be happening for us going forward. Like Fritz says, the off-ball movement has to be more consistent going forward. We have to start to make shots. And also, I'm still very curious to see what's going to happen with our point guard situation moving forward, because like somebody says on CNT, playmakers. We need more playmakers, and Alec Burks starting at the point guard position, he's not exactly making plays for us, so that might mean more minutes for Quickley at certain points, and maybe even a more Kemba Walker at a certain point of the season for us to really get over the hump and get some momentum to get more playmaking when shots aren't falling like they're falling today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yes, sir. And to speak on it, I think catching up to the Cavaliers is possible, because Cavaliers been slipping lately. So if they continue to slide, the 6th seed might definitely be possible. The Sixers as the 5th seed might be a bit tricky, because the Sixers look like they've been catching their stride lately.
Mm-hmm.
But the Cavaliers, I think the Knicks can catch the Cavaliers as long as they win more than they lose. I think the Knicks can catch the Cavaliers.
Right. Maybe we'll see, because I feel like they were slipping because of Garland, right? I think Garland was out for a few days, and I think he's returned.
Yeah, but Garland's back though, and
he just got back, right?
Yeah, they haven't really been looking better yet.
Okay, all right. Well, we're gonna keep our eye on that situation. We still have some ground to make up, but so far so good. We're handling our business, and we're winning more of these games that we're supposed to win. Against these teams who are kind of on our level. Next game up is on Saturday versus the Celtics. All right, so definitely tune in to watch us talk Knicks Celtics on Saturday. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's our show. Ryan, let them know where they can find you, Ryan.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Sir G is Chillin'.
Sir G is chillin'.
That's SIRG is CHILLIN. You can also find me on Twitter at RyanGKOT.
That's right. You already know where you find your boy. You can find us at DK. First of all, if you're gonna follow, hit that like and subscribe button. If you're loving the content, loving the show, and also hit comment and all that other stuff, because it helps the algorithms, it helps us get seen, helps us blow this show up to as big as we want to get it. Super chats are super welcome. It's gonna help grow the show, help keep the lights on, and keep the momentum going for this KOT show. Also, yeah, definitely follow us on Instagram, trying to close in on these 10K followers. We've been seesawing with that 10K for a minute, not that far away from 10K, but it seems like we're far, but not that far. It's one of those things. So close, but so far. If you get the 10K followers on Instagram, you get the little swipe up thing, and it's going to be really nice for us. It's going to help us open up a couple of more doors for us when it comes to promotion, when it comes to a whole lot of things for the KOT. All right, so definitely do that as well. But that is our show. Last shout out to the people in the chat. Shout out to Gregory Lee. Shout out to Once a Nick, Always a Nick. Shout out to D Nice. Shout out to the Crazy Near. Shout out to Stanley Man. Oh, did I shout out JT Redick? Hold on, bruh, for me. 499 super chat. Shout out to my guy JT Redick. 499 super chat says we always here. 82. Hit the like, subscribe to the channel. Mike Breen voice. RJ for the 3. Bang! Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy, man. Shout out to my guy JT. Shout out to Reverend Old School. Everybody else is rocking with the KOT show. All right. That is our show. Oh, shoot. Wait. Maybe should I wait till we get 100 likes? Should I wait till we get 100 likes?
Yeah, we 2 away.
We got 97 likes. We had 97 likes. Can we get 3 more likes for the win? Can we get
We're at 98 right now.
Oh, we had 98. Okay,
mine's
just acting slow. So you let me know when we at 100.
Come on, people, 2 more likes. So we got 98 right now.
So you can hit that gunshot. You can hit the gunshot. You can get the gunshots for 100 likes. The 100 likes on the night. And thanks for the subscribers as well. Almost got carried away a little bit early with the freestyle. My bad.
We got 99. One more. 99. One more.
99.
100. We got 100.
Yeah, we got 100. Yeah. We got 100 likes on the night. All right. That is our show. Thanks for the 100 likes, guys. Definitely appreciate the support from you guys. And you know what? As always,
shout out the Worldwide West. Everywhere we go, we leave a worldwide mess.
It's a mess out here, all right? That is our show. We are out of here.
Peace.
All right. He said one more gunshot. I got you.